Good morning, I am Tracy Spence with your newscast. This newscast is brought to you courtesy of BioLife Energy Systems. Come join the living. Call them at 800-875-5433. USA Credit Repair of a key to beautiful credit. You may call them at 800-786-1330 and cruise it with the case handler. A show on personal injury and immigration weekdays 8:30 a.m. on Saturdays 7 p.m. and 12 noon on Sundays. Now for the news in details. Tourism stakeholders in Jamaica are calling for a more unified national COVID-19 response between public and private sector entities, arguing that anything less could be self-defeating and counterproductive. Speaking to reporters earlier this week, the sector players argued that what the country currently needs is a cohesive message where the health and safety guidelines established by the government can be strengthened. Omar Robinson, president of the Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association, JHTA, said the talks have been initiated with different private sector organizations, and he is confident that a more cohesive approach is in the making going forward. The Electoral Office of Jamaica, EOJ, says Election Day workers are reporting they have been informed by their employers that they will be required to quarantine for 2 weeks after participating in Election Day activities. The EOJ says it has received similar information from other employees who intended to vote on Thursday. In a bid to allay the fear of employers and to ensure that it had enough workers to man the several thousand polling stations on Thursday, the EOJ has moved to reassure that the necessary safety precautions will be undertaken. These include mandatory temperature checks, the wearing of masks, continuous sanitization procedures, physical distancing, and the single use of voting pencils by the electorate. It has also moved to remind employers that their employees who intended to vote are entitled to 3 hours time off from work on September 3rd. The 3 hours time off to vote is in addition to the usual lunch hour. Meanwhile, the United States Ambassador to Jamaica, Donald Tapia, in a tweet on Monday afternoon, stated that the United States Embassy in Jamaica has not revoked the visas of any member of any political party within the island. Several social media bloggers have been peddling rumors since Monday morning that the visa of a prominent Jamaica Labour Party candidate has been revoked. But Tapia, through his Twitter account, U.S. Ambassador to Jamaica, put out a tweet to put the matter to rest. Last year, Darrell Vaz and his wife Anne-Marie, both JLP members of Parliament MP, lost their U.S. visas, along with Philip Polwell, Vice President of the opposition People's National Party, PNP. At the time, it was said that a number of police personnel and a few prominent business persons in Jamaica had also reportedly lost their U.S. visas. Opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips has given his commitment to addressing factors which he believes represent serious impediments to the participation of women in top-level politics in Jamaica, including child care and domestic challenges. Phillips was asked at Saturday night's political debate whether he would make women comprise at least 50% of the slate of senators he appoints after the September 3rd general elections. Phillips gave the affirmation that he would commit to doing that. He also contended that the People's National Party, PNP, had long held the belief that at least 50% representation, both in the House of Representatives and the Senate, should be women. Phillips posited that getting the right level of representation in Parliament is going to take more than just a commitment. In a response to the PNP leader's answer, Holness said one has to ensure that in party's recruitment of prospective parliamentary candidates or senators, you have more women at least. And that is it for the news. This newscast came to you courtesy of BioLife Energy Systems. Come join the living. Call them at 800-875-5433. USA Credit Repair of a key to beautiful credit. You may call them at 800-786-1330. And Cruise In with the Case Handler, a show on personal injury and immigration weekdays 8:30 a.m. on Saturdays 7 p.m. and 12 noon on Sundays. On behalf of the news and the production team, I am Tracy Spence. To have a good morning.